All right, welcome back. More continued lessons. I think this will be episode 15. This is looking a little bit deeper into the popcorn concept, and um, let's go a little bit on that. So the first video, episode 14, was a little bit on the stance, how to re-look at it, re-examine it, think about it. And now we're looking again to the punch. And I think I may have done a video, I can't remember now. I may have done a video talking about how the punch is actually not just the development of the hands, but basically when you shoot out the punch has basically the popcorn effect, right? The popcorn effect is everything explodes from the center of gravity out, everything explodes. Why does the punch develop that? Because if you just stand here, you don't have anything. There's no motion. So you need the punch to actually develop that motion to let everything explode out. And when you let everything explode out, what does that mean? If you feel only isolation in the hands, right? And that's common, right? People think in the most basic aspects, the development of the hand is what, right? Develop the power here, stretch, so you can release it and shoot out the power, maintaining your center of gravity the entire time. But in actuality, when you think of the popcorn concept, right, the explosion, the expansion, whatever phrase you want it to be, when I shoot at the punch, you need that motion to occur, not only for the hands to actually extend out. So this is the activation of the top ball and the bottom ball involved. Top ball and bottom ball involved to expand out and to release. But at the same time, you should also feel what? Boom. Without me over exaggerating, the punch itself is when I say popcorn, I'm not only punching, I'm also kicking. Not in the sense that I'm lifting myself up from the punch, but I'm also releasing on the feet, like almost like if you're here, almost like an expansion of surface area for the entire time. That's why if it done properly, right, you just don't feel top heavy. You actually feel like an expansion of evenness from here. It's like boom, punch, boom. The feet expand because it releases power. The hands expand to release power, and actually the entire body of all three balls, TB, which is the top ball, MB, which is the main ball, and BB, which is the bottom ball, actually expands like one giant popcorn. Once it's done properly, you expand it correctly, then by having the expansion, right, or the power explode out, then automatically once you retain that power or the power releases, then it basically sinks back in. Okay? Now, I think I talked about that before, but I'm going to tie this in a little bit with the first form. Now, I'll go more into detail in the first form, but then we look at the second and third section of the form. When we have the second and third section of the form, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Well, you know the form, right? Second or third section and so forth. Now, what is that doing? It's same concept as, again, when you look at the second and third section, which is done at regular speed, this is popcorn for you as well. Because why? When we do this, if you go like this, isolate this motion, isolate this motion, isolate the hands, isolate the hands. No, same thing as you develop with that's why the punch is so important. Now you're developing the popcorn from this motion, this motion, this motion, this motion. It's covering literally every angle possible, different variations of the popcorn motion when you're doing it. And then now you start to develop, okay, this side, two hands together, two hands away, one hand separate, and so forth. And that's what you're developing when you're doing the form. If, again, you feel only isolation in the arms, that is not you honestly understanding the concept of the form. When I do this section, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I only feel my arms. But when I do this section, going back to the same concept, one for all, everything moves. Yeah, I'll exaggerate. Everything moves here. That means not only does everything move, this isn't isolated and holding, and then only my arm moves. The feet are moving, the core is moving, the right side is moving, everything moves. And right here is the popcorn motion right here. Expand out. Not only am I releasing, I'm also releasing to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, two hands together, different directions, different shapes of the popcorn. What you want to develop in addition to feeling that full release on each motion, not only on the hands, but also on the feet and the entire body, is also the rate, the ROC, the rate of creation, right? That means rate of creation is not I go here and shoot out and I hold up position. The rate of creation is the smoothness of creating the motion from the beginning to the end. And the end isn't holding it. The end is like, boom, I release it, boom, shooting out, pop, 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 and then right away automatically sink back in. And me sinking back in is an exaggeration just to show you the concept. So I expand out and then sink back in, just to show you. Okay, in actuality, when you do it, boom, shoot out, you don't see me going 1 and then 2 down like that. Okay, so that is what you're looking as far as the development. And notice how we start off with the stance, we start off with the punch, and then we start off with the first form. And the first section, I'll go into more detail by itself. But the second and third section is you. Look at the stance, right? The one for all concept, right? Everything's moving. Even when this is here, if you hold this tight and then go like this, here, this actually relaxes and this side relaxes a little and then boom, to counter off, so everything's moving. And then, so that's the one for all concept. And two, the concept with the punch is what? The popcorn. Popcorn in different directions, different angles, 2 hands moving, 1 hand moving, you could say, or balancing out, and basically the ROC, the rate of creation. So would I explain this to students who are brand new? Yeah, I would explain it to them. I don't expect them to know it because a lot of times you can say stuff and it just goes in one ear and out the other. But I rather explain it to them, this overall concept first, as opposed to them relearning one idea and then saying, oh, that's development and then this is something else. Understand the main core, so it's just it's vertically integrated with each other. I don't do one and then say, oh, forget about this and then let's go to this concept. Everything is correlated with each other from beginning to end, from beginner first stage to advanced level. It's just how you look at it a little bit deeper now. Okay, all right.